Hello to you, my beloved cosmic dragon friends. We're back with another reading. Welcome and welcome back. Today we're looking at your person's thoughts and feelings the last time they saw you. So we've got 3 piles to choose from here. If you already know where you're going, timestamps are below. If not, let's take a look at the piles. We've got quite an etheric reading here, I feel, because my guides actually told me to take out some quite etheric energy cards today. I've actually got the fairy tarot and I've got my mermaid deck out for some reason, as well as some love cards, and also the new law of positivism. I can't say it. Law of positivism. Okay, that I could just got today. So we've got this one to work with as well for all 3 piles. Okay, let's take a look. So the energy for pile 1 is old school, and we've got an amethyst heart here. The energy for pile 2 is the sword and rose, and we've got the rose quartz heart here. And the energy for pile 3 is karmic relationship, and we have a sodalite heart here. So see which one you feel drawn to, which card, which image, which crystal you feel drawn to, and then click in the timestamps below, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile 1, you chose this card, which is old school, which has a picture of some cassette tapes. And if you're as old as me, you'll know what they are and how to use them. And you'll also know why you need a ballpoint pen at this point with all of the tape sticking out. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head are the words on this card. And we've got our amethyst heart here. Amethyst is a crystal that soaks up negativity, helps with depression. So we might be feeling a little bit sad when that one shows up. So I might have some slightly older people in this group as well here. So let's pick our first cards and find out how your person was thinking and feeling about you the last time they saw you. So let's just take a look at the energy dynamics coming through here. So remember, it is a group reading, so not every message may apply to you. Okay, if it's not resonating, try another pile or try another reading. There's lots of them on the channel. So okay, so pile 1's, oh, these are hard to get out. Pile 1's person, last time they saw them, oh, look at that. That's the picture on the front, the little baby lion. So cute. Okay, I'm just going to pop some crystals over this one in case YouTube doesn't like this person floating in the water. Can't really see anything, but I'm going to pop that over there anyway. There we go. Okay, fun fact, this, I actually bought this is a piece of resin, I think, today. It was actually attached to a ring, and I was going to wear it for this reading. I just got it secondhand in a charity shop. And as I went to pick it up to put it on, it leapt out of my hand, fell onto the floor, and the ring part fell off. So I realised it's far too heavy anyway for the ring. I'm not going to try and glue it back on again because that would be ridiculous. It would just fall off again. So I decided I'd put this one on the table here. So we're actually using this one in your reading. So the energy of this wanted to come in here. So these gorgeous kind of aqua blue foils and colours have come into your reading for some reason here. So there could be a connection here, because this card, I've actually put it on top of someone who's underwater. So I feel like we're going underwater. We've got dolphins on this card as well. And like I said, I've got mermaids here with me as well. I don't normally bring the mermaid oracle out very often at all, because it's not what I generally use for like normal readings. So it's not one of my like bread and butter decks, shall we say. So that's an interesting place to start, pile 1 for sure. So let's have a look at the cards we've got here. We've got number 42 with this gorgeous little baby lion. There's like a portal here above them. I always think of the Lionsgate portal here, which is coming up as I'm filming it. We're not that far away from it. I think we're literally a couple of weeks away. I let go of fears that are stored in my soul. Number 3 says, my body is a manifestation of my energetic state. And number 2 is this girl with a horse who are having a moment. Their third eye chakras seem to be touching there. And this one is a number 2 card, and it says, as I heal my mind, I heal my body. Interesting. I'm just being told by my guides to get 2 more. So number 45, I am one with the infinite consciousness. And number 41, I'm evolving as a soul when I'm aware of my soul's journey. And we've got these two very interesting snakes that are actually in the position like they're going to strike. There's a black one and a white one representing the duality of this reality. Very, very interesting. And we've got rose quartz at the bottom here. So with the rose quartz there could be a connection to Pal 2. Pal 2's crystal was the rose quartz heart. So if you feel drawn to watch that one, there may be some messages for you there as well. Okay, so this is very interesting. We're talking about fear. We're talking about healing the body, coming into balance. And then we're also talking about infinite consciousness and soul's journey. So it does feel like, I feel like I get the words wounded bear, so it doesn't matter if this person's male or female, but I feel like they have some healing to do from their past relationships. And I feel they may actually be consciously doing it. Consciously doing their healing at this time, but they may feel a little bit disconnected, like this person's literally underwater. And you know when you're underwater and someone's talking, you can kind of hear noises, but you can't make out properly what they're saying to you. Yeah, so it's possible that the communication was a little bit off last time you saw this person. And I just want to say, try not to worry too much, because I think they maybe just couldn't hear you from where they were. Or maybe it seemed like they were ignoring you. Maybe they were distant last time you saw them. But yeah, that's my initial impression of the energy I'm getting through here. But it does feel like they're doing some inner work at the moment. They are letting go of fear, literally, on 42.6. And I think that's something that's holding them back very much from manifestation, because they are talking about manifesting. So I think they do want to manifest forward movement, you know, either in this relationship or in their love life generally, if they're, you know, if you're not together or you haven't been together yet. They may seem a bit standoffish, because I just saw 0707 on the clock on my phone. And 7 is the number of the mystic, and the mystic can be a bit standoffish, can be a little bit arrogant, seem a little bit apart from others. Maybe even act like they think they're better than other people. So maybe they were a little bit distant, and that might be why you're asking the question, you know, what were they thinking? What were they feeling? What were they thinking last time I saw them? Why were they kind of off with me? I don't think they intended to be, is the answer to that. They may have even been a little bit mean, because look at these snakes. They make this S position, don't they, when they're about to strike? I only know that from watching Steve Irwin. But they do, don't they? They go into this kind of attack position where they go into an S shape, and it's distinctive. And that's what it looks like to me. That's what evokes to me, almost like these two snakes are about to attack you if you get too close to her. So they might have come across as a little bit mean. They might have had their guard up. They might have been a bit sarcastic, or a bit passive-aggressive, or it felt passive-aggressive to you. And maybe you thought, oh, I wonder if they're annoyed with me. What have I done? Have I said something wrong? You know, are they upset with me? I think it's possible you felt that last time you saw them, but I think it's because they're in quite a vulnerable state at the moment. And certainly last time you saw them, I think there's some vulnerability there. So I think they were maybe just keeping you at arm's length a little bit, just because they weren't ready for you to see that. They weren't ready for you to see what they're going through, or maybe weren't quite ready to open up to the level you'd want them to. Now, obviously, your relationship, this might be a long-distance relationship. It could be a long-term relationship. It might just be a crush situation where nothing's actually happened yet. It's going to be different for everyone, obviously. You know, it could be an ex that you're hoping to get back together with, a current boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, spouse. But I do feel distance. And it's interesting that the first words that came out of my mouth were, this could be a long-distance relationship, because I wasn't planning to say that. But those are the words that my guides put through my mouth. And as you know, that's how it works with me. I work under instruction from my spirit guides. It's just how we work together. It's normal. So I do think they're going through a period of healing. It could be physical healing as well, because there's mention of the body in 2 of these cards. But it's also spiritual healing. It's emotional healing. It's on every level. It's on the mental level as well. they may not be as evolved as you, and they may not realize what's happening, that they're going through all these spiritual clearings right now. You might know perfectly well what's happening to them. You know, if this is like a soulmate, twin flame type connection, divine counterpart, you may be so tuned into this person, you know exactly what's going on, but they may not. So they may be reacting to you in unpleasant ways. And I just saw 10:00 on the clock. So 10 is obviously a new cycle. So it feels like they're about to start this new energetic cycle in their life. I do feel they are a bit old school. They may be very traditional. They may be a little bit older. Maybe you're a little bit older. You know, readings aren't only for people who are young. Readings are for everyone. You know, maybe they think they're past it. Maybe they're thinking, why on earth would this person be interested in me? Because at my age, really? This person? No. You know, I feel there could be some disbelief there. You know, if this is quite a new situation or crush situation, I think there's some disbelief. They don't believe that you like them. They're kind of in shock, like, really? There's some doubt. There's definitely doubt and fears coming up here with this little baby lion. But fear and doubt that I think they're trying to hand over to heaven. I do feel they're doing some praying or some spiritual work of some kind, you know, meditation. There's some kind of spiritual practice, no matter how kind of lightweight that's coming through here for them. They may be someone who is religious, you know, who literally prays or you know, follows a specific religion. They may be more spiritual and you know, have their own different practices or whatever. I'm not religious, so I don't really know what happens in religious practice, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, but it looks like they're asking questions. They're asking questions of the universe. They're asking, because there's wings at the top with the light. So it's almost like they're asking God, the goddess, the universe, source, whatever you want to call it, whatever they call it. What do I do? Do I go through this portal or not? There is a question here, I think, being raised. A question about whether to move forwards or whether they're kidding themselves. So if they were a bit off with you, I think it's because they're unsure, uncertain about you, uncertain about what the future is for them, which is obviously quite sad, but I think it's understandable in this situation. So they may have come off as a little bit, you know, cruel or heartless or something last time you saw them. Maybe you were worried that there was a problem now. I don't think there is. I just think they're literally going through some deep healing at the moment. And they will get there. They are getting there, very much so. But they're creating this new blueprint for themselves for the next phase of their life that's coming up. So it is important that they go through this stage. So they might have seemed a little bit strange last time you saw them. So let's see if we can get some thoughts and feelings there from them. Let's see what else we've got here. All right. Honeymoon. Oh, that's nice. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Engagement. There we go. True love. Wow. Yeah, this is a serious connection. There's some heavy duty feelings here, so you can understand why they might be a little bit reticent. I think heavy duty feelings, not to be taken lightly, so they're not about to either rush in if it's new or make a fool of themselves. You know, maybe they want to take some time here to really consider how deep their feelings are. It does feel like one that's quite new, but somebody that's very, very serious about you. Obviously, it's going to be slightly different for everybody, but I'm feeling a lot of the people watching this is kind of like a crush or a very new connection. Wow. I feel like it's really taken them by surprise. They weren't expecting this, or perhaps weren't expecting it, I want to say, at this stage of their life. Which is nice. They like it. They adore spending time with you. I think they very much like spending time with you. I think they enjoyed seeing you the last time they saw you. But it's almost like it's just kind of hit them. Oh my God, I love this person. What am I going to do now? Or, you know, I've got feelings for this person, even if they're not calling it love yet. What am I supposed to do now? Oh no. Help. You know, they might be connected elsewhere. They might be married to someone else. They may be in a situation where it's not a good time for this, you know, but obviously they can't say no to it. So I think that's where some of the struggle is coming in. It's like it's just hit them how they feel about you. You know, especially if there was a gap between the last time you saw them and the time they saw you before that. I feel they've missed you. I feel it kind of really hit home to them just how important you are to them. So Yeah, it was hard. So if they weren't behaving very nicely, I think that's the reason why. Okay, let's pop these away now. And I shall get out some other tarot cards to put on the desk, just so we don't get too cluttered here. Otherwise I'm going to have too many cards on the desk and I won't know if I'm coming or going. So let's pop this one back here. Isn't that fun? Okay, a man-made stone. Looks gorgeous, doesn't it? I wish there was like crystal that actually looked like that in real life. Wouldn't that be amazing? I've got some coasters a bit like that downstairs, resin ones that somebody made. Okay. Alrighty. Maybe I'm talking about resin a lot. Maybe that's something you work with or would like to work with. Oops, got cards jumping out already. The Dreamer and the Three of Autumn, because of course we do. Oh, this could be a work connection. Maybe that's why they couldn't really be very open with you. This could be someone you know at work. This could be your boss, your colleague, you know, your junior colleague. You might be their boss. Six of Spring. Three of Winter. Oh, two came out there for some reason. The Five of Autumn came out with the Chariot. Alrighty. Yeah. It feels like they kind of feel like they have to put the brakes on their feelings right now. Sorry, you hear me smacking, knocking my cards, getting the energy out of them. It's like you make this person dream a new dream, imagine a new lifetime. Imagine a new life, imagine a new way of doing things. Like I said, they're about to enter this new spiritual phase of their life. You know, they're about to enter this new cycle in their life. You know, they might be about to hit their Saturn return or something, which happens at age, was it 28 and 56? Please look that up. Something big's happening in their astrology at the moment for sure, because they're about to enter a new cycle, and they're about the thing about that is they have to spend some time thinking about what they want to do in this next cycle, because their soul's ready to try something new, and it is not wanting to repeat the lessons and patterns of the past for sure. With the Chariot, there's kind of almost a haste here. It's possible that when you first met this person, things seem to flow very fast and go very quickly. In some ways, you know, maybe you got physical very quickly, or maybe your feelings were kind of like spilling over, flirting, you know, and then all of a sudden they kind of pulled back. And it wasn't quite the moment. Yeah, and that might be because you work together, because there's a couple of cards talking about work here. It might literally be that they had to kind of calm themselves down and, you know, keep it in their pants, so to speak, because you do work together. Maybe somebody said something, maybe there were comments at work and they thought, oh no, am I being inappropriate? I better dial it back a little bit with pile one, because I can't just charge in here because it's not appropriate, or it's not the right time, or everyone knows I'm married, or you know whatever it was. But they do want this. They do want this because we have the Six of Spring here. They do. And I want to bring in some good news as well. So if this is somebody you work with, I feel they could be your biggest cheerleader, or maybe they go out of their way to help you at work generally. So that might have been a bit of a surprise last time you saw them if they were a bit off with you, you know, if they weren't very nice. Yeah. Three of Winter. I mean, this is why it's all slowed down, because, I mean, this is the Three of Swords in a traditional tarot deck, and it is about heartbreak. And I said about that there could be some literal heartbreak. Maybe they need to break someone's heart to be with you, or that's their concern. They need to leave something to be with you. They need to make a change in their, you know, maybe you work in an industry where you're not allowed to fraternize, where it's forbidden or frowned upon, or there are rules, you know, like in financial services, you can't be in the same department, and one of you is going to have to change their career, and you know, there could be all sorts of factors. I feel there are external factors here which are getting in the way, which are giving them cause to stop and think quite a lot at the moment. But it's outdated thinking. As per our original card, it's outdated thinking. Okay, it's old-fashioned thinking. There absolutely is a new and innovative way to do this. They just haven't worked it out yet. They just haven't thought of it yet. Okay, they will get there, but right now they're kind of stuck in a loop. Okay, so they may even be losing hope a little bit for your connection. Ego, yes, their ego is absolutely getting in the way. This one actually says the illusion of being trapped. Yeah, believing you're trapped and you can't move forward, you can't have what you want, and just being stuck with the lower mind, the ego mind as I would call it, you know, telling you all the reasons you can't have it and all the reasons you're stupid and wrong and bad for wanting this, you know. Regardless of whether they're with someone at the moment. So yes, it is. There's a lot holding them back. So I think that they've had a lot on their mind last time you saw them. So if they were a bit off with you, I want to say that was why. And I want you to not be concerned, because you feel like the light at the end of their tunnel. Really, the light. And I just saw 20:02 on the clock, and it's like every time I look at the time on my phone, which I do occasionally to keep an eye on how long these are going. It's really meaningful numbers here, really, really meaningful numerology. It's like a new cycle, and they want to do it with you. So they want you to do that cycle. So let's bring in some mermaid cards. I'm going to quickly check them, actually. I think all of the mermaids have got all their particulars covered up on these cards. But I'm going to double check because we are on YouTube here before I show it to you. Oh, it's a man anyway. Okay, yes, we've got... King Neptune by the looks of it. Move forward. There we go. Pile one's person. Move forward. Yeah, but forward movement, absolutely, with the six of spring here, six of wands in a traditional deck. Yes, there is going to be forward movement. There is going to be success here. So I think they're very much planning on coming forward. So inner knowing, yes, she's covering everything up with seaweed, so we're all right. I might still give her a little bit of a extra bra going up. Actually, we should have a shell here, shouldn't we? Let's give her a shell bra. There we go. Nice little shell top. Inner knowing, yes, yes. Their intuition is telling them exactly what they need to do in this situation. I think their connection to you is very strong as well. There's a strong telepathic connection. I see 21-21 as I say that. Just a bit of confirmation there. 21-3, 21-3, 21-3-6. So the heart, yes, your hearts are so connected. It's quite remarkable, really. The energy between you is gorgeous. Can put down some more mermaids so I can get some more shell bras for them. They are technically covered up, but you know, you can't be too careful. So there we go. Letting go. Yes, they have something to let go of, I think, before they can be with you. It could be outdated thinking. It could be an actual person. Or it could just be their own fears, their own fear of moving forwards, their own hurt, their own trauma, perhaps, that they need to let go of, because they're definitely something they're working through at the moment. And we have mystery. So yes, the great mystery of life. So they are working on themselves. On a soul level, you are leading them forwards. It's possible that you look like one of the people on these cards as well. I feel that's a strong theme here. And this mermaid's actually got her own shell covering up her assets. I'm going to pop her there, and I'm going to give her a big shell like this, just in case. I don't think there's really anything showing there, but there we go, big shell. Friendship. So it could be that maybe they're friend zoning you at the moment. You may feel a little bit friend zoned, but it's okay. It's with good reason. They're doing it for the right reasons, not because they're not interested, for example. It's because they're aware of the situation that you're both in. I think they're trying to be strategic, they're trying to be careful, they're trying to be logical, and they're trying to be appropriate, I guess I want to say here. They're trying to do things the right way, even if it's a little bit backward and old school and you can see the solution's really obvious and you're like, dude, no, all you have to do is this. But they haven't quite got there. They will get there. They will work through it. So we will get through some love messages here. Let's get some love messages from your person now. What are their thoughts and feelings last time they saw part one? Let's see. Healing heart. Yes, that's what I was saying. Healing heartbreak, toxicity or addiction, abusive relationships. So they may be healing from difficult relationships in the past. Like I said, the healing heartbreak or healing just their own heart, I think, their own emotions. They have a lot of healing to do. They are doing it. It's just taking a little bit of time. And I feel they might feel a little bit raw, a little bit vulnerable at the moment. And perhaps they're not quite ready for you to see that level of vulnerability within them. And yes, of course, I've got the twin flame card come out here. So this is a very strong soul connection. So it could be a twin flame soulmate, divine counterpart, if you resonate with that. And my next card is partying, time with friends. So yes, they may even be a little bit elusive at the moment. You know, they may be acting like they're single or just kind of, you know, socializing or spending time with friends. And like I said, you know, treating you more like a friend, which isn't a bad thing, because I think by treating you as a friend, that's kind of a stealth way of moving the relationship forwards. It's almost like they're on stealth mode in the relationship, especially if it's not official yet, or if nothing's actually happened. It's more of a crush situation where you like them and you're pretty sure they like you too, but they haven't done anything and you're waiting for them, you know. Yeah, I think it's almost like they're trying to show off to you at the moment. They're trying to show off. And again, that's why they could come across as a bit narky. Okay, if you're not English, narky means a bit rude or mean. Just realizing I'm using slang. I don't know if it's ubiquitous around the world, so I'll just bring that in there. Yeah, they might have seemed a little bit, you know, off with you, a little bit mean or unkind, or not their usual kind self. Maybe they were a little bit unkind in some of the things they said, you know, and maybe they thought it was funny, or they were showing off, trying to make you laugh, or even trying to compete with you in kind of a friendly manner, and they just kind of got it wrong. It didn't make you feel very good. So I just want to bring in some reassurance that's not what they were intending to do. It's not. So I'm going to bring in my new Oracle deck here. Well, it's not that new. I made this a little while ago. This is pink and blue cards. When you see the pink and blue, it's messages from your person. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I love you. Oh, that is so cute. So cute. And I'm in so much pain. These just shot out. Yes, this is a person who's in pain, person who's healing. They're going through it. They don't want to lose you. All right, they don't want to lose you. You are important to them, but they got to go through this first. So I would say try and give them the benefit of the doubt right now. I think they need that. Let's see what other messages want to come through from pile one's person, from their higher self, from their soul, their spirit team. What would they say if they could? I want to be your lover. Oh. So there may be a desire to get physical, or get physical again if that's already happened. But at the same time, they're building the friendship. So it does feel like they're trying to do this the right way. They're not only about the physical, I would say. I want to be your man. Obviously, that could be woman. But it does feel like this person is the divine masculine in the relationship. But it doesn't have to be. You know, read that as you wish, depending on, you know, whatever gender you're interested in. And on the bottom, we've got you complete me. So you are very important to this person. I think you know it. And maybe last time you saw them, they didn't make you feel very important. Maybe they made you feel a bit rubbish. And you thought, oh, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I wasn't important to them after all. And they're just showing their true colours now. But I really don't think that's the case. I really don't think that's the case at all. I think they're just going through some stuff. We've got another 15 here. So 15 on this card, 15 on that one, which is the devil in a traditional tarot deck. In this deck, it's called ego, which is very appropriate, to be honest, for the devil energy. But this 15 energy coming through quite strongly, 15-6. This is a battle, an inner battle between head and heart right now that they're going through. And they will come out the other end. And I think there will be much more positivity to come. So let us get some astrology dice here just to get a bit of confirmation for you that this is your person, this is about your reading. Let's see if we can get any zodiac signs. I haven't cleared the cards away, have I? Let me just do that first. Ta-da! There we go. Let's get our astrology dice, see if we can get a bit more confirmation for you, my pal ones. This could be their sun sign, your sun sign, one of your big three, their big three, which is your sun sign, moon sign, or ascendant. Or these could be signs that are important in your chart or in your synastry. We have Capricorn, we have Taurus, we have Scorpio, and we have Gemini. Okay, so those are the signs we've got there. Let's get you some letter tiles. So again, these could be their initials, your initials, their name, your name, a name of someone that is connected to both of you. I'm seeing George already, Sarah. Okay, let's get these tiles out. Q, S, R. There could be words as well that relate to both of you. R, maybe you both need to get some R and R. Maybe that's how you know each other from a spa. A, S, G. For some reason I'm going to primary school. When I was at primary school, there was a thing called SRA, and it was like something reading something. I don't know what it stood for, but it was like this book that you had that was about English language and grammar and punctuation and stuff. And it was quite interesting. But I remember it being called SRA, and I never knew what it stood for. O, Another O, ooh, or goo. Oh my God. Right. A, E. We got a lot of vowels here, so I'm going to try and get some consonants. A again. E-A, E-A. Maybe one of you works for EA Games or likes those games. E, E-A, E-A, E. All right, don't know why I'm singing. I apologise. Right, blank tile, that can be a hyphen or it can be any letter you want. A K, Cara, Katie, B, Basil, a V, and a T. Beaver. Oh, that was my cat's nickname. If anyone remembers Evie, I do reference her sometimes, but her nickname was Beaver or Beeve, and she was shiny like a beaver too. Grumpy old tabby cat. Okay, Gooch, that could be a surname. Maeve, Sarah, Ra, the Egyptian god. It could be a connection to Egypt here. Maybe somebody's Egyptian. Violet, Kaylee, Rat. Somebody could have a pet rat or like rats. Or it could be a nickname. I want to say rate for some reason as well. I don't know why. Okay. Bait or beta. I've got the surname Good Enough, which is always, I always find that an interesting surname, isn't it? Good Enough. Okay. Sue. Bear. Maybe somebody drives a heavy goods vehicle. Okay. Queenie. Ben. Suleiman. Okay. Now let's do some charms. Let's see what we've got here for my pile ones. Oh my goodness, that's more than I was expecting, I'll be honest. But here we are. So we have Scorpio again, so confirmation on Scorpio. We've also got Pisces here as well. Gorgeous. We have the letter K, we have the letter H, and we have the letter D. Okay, so Dave, Heather, Helen maybe. That's my name. Little pink handbag. Gorgeous. Maybe they bought you a lovely handbag recently. That could be a theme. All right. Squirrel on a tree. Very cute. Nature. Ah, these are my summer birds coming through here. So, all right, it's summer in the Northern Hemisphere as I'm filming this, which is where I am based. We have another little birdie here as well. So little birds coming up quite strongly. There's a lot of flying things here because look at this. Look at all these wings. We've got a dragon that's got wings, a dragonfly, butterfly, two birds, a fairy, a winged horse, a bat. There's a real theme of flying here for some reason. Obviously squirrels don't fly, although there is such a thing, isn't there? It's like a flying fox, which is like a squirrel with a jumpsuit. A flight suit. There's definitely a theme of flight. Maybe one use flighty. Maybe one of you flies as an air hostess, like a cabin crew, pilot. Maybe you have to fly to see each other. Very interesting. That's curious. Okay, we have a treble clef, so there's a connection to music here between you. Maybe you like certain types of music. Maybe you share certain types of music together. I'm going to put my acorns over here with the squirrels. So there could be a connection to woodland, the forest. Look at that little broken heart. Yeah, someone's heartbroken. That's what I was saying. I think they're recovering from some heartbreak here. We have the yin yang. So again, that's quite a strong symbol that this is a very special soulmate or twin flame connection here. I've got my wise turtle coming out again here. I love my wise sea turtle. Always comes in with wisdom. It's an ancient connection, I think, between you two. Your souls have known each other a long time. And this little paw print, I love this one. On the back it says, I love my dog. or love my dog. So maybe they have a dog, maybe you do, maybe there's a dog that connects you that is relevant to your connection. So I hope that was helpful to you, pile one. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I have a new offering on my website, which is angelwingsholistics.com. You can find all the details in the description below. I have a new mini reading where I will pull you 6 of these cards to get a message from your person. So if that's of interest, do check it out. If not, I'll see you in another reading. You take very, very good care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 2. You chose the Sword and Rose card and you chose the Rose Quartz crystal. This is a very pale rose quartz, but it is actually ever so slightly pink. Very pale. So the Sword and Rose card says clarity and truth, revelations, honour and protection, and determination. It has a rose here on the front and some water as well. Now, interestingly, before I did your reading, I was going to get myself a glass of water between pile 1 and pile 2. And instead of water, I felt compelled to get my pink glass out and to get some cranberry juice. So I have a pink glass and a pink drink. And a pink crystal. So there could be a connection here literally to cranberry juice for you guys. And I'm going to say this as delicately as I can because it's a very specific message for somebody watching and we're on YouTube. So cranberry juice is something that perhaps you may drink as a remedy when you need a little bit of help with your nether regions because you've been having a very nice time in the bedroom, shall we say. It's the nicest way I could say it. If you know the home remedy, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to expand on that further. But that could be a message for somebody. And I feel some people watching here, the dynamic between you and your person could be quite turbulent, quite passionate, but you might be one of those couples that, you know, has big arguments and then make up sex. And that's what I want to say. Very, very passionate connection here I'm getting, but it could be that the passion goes both ways and sometimes it's not always helpful. Maybe one of you's a big Leo or something, I want to say, or an Aries. There's fire here. We could have some fire signs watching for sure. We will do the astrology dice later, but that's just what I'm picking up on initially for you guys. So that's the energy we're working with here. If that doesn't sound like your pile, or if it's not connecting, remember you can check out another pile or another reading. Go to my channel and see what else jumps out at you. So let's take some cards and we'll get some messages here. We're looking at the thoughts and feelings, your person's thoughts and feelings. So it's your person of interest. It could be a crush, a partner, a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be an ex or someone you're interested in. Their thoughts and feelings the last time they saw you. Okay, so what have we got here? We have... Oh, this is interesting. Is she Indian? I like from India, not like Native American. She looks like Hindu. She's got a bindi. Okay. Oh, this card's coming out for the second time today, so there could be a connection to pile 1 for you because that was our first card in pile 1. And I've definitely shuffled these. Okay, we're going to get 5 of these. Beautiful. Oh, that one coming out for the second time. I'm just going to get a crystal to cover this one up in case YouTube doesn't like it. And okay, everyone's decent. Okay, so I brought this new little lovely piece of resin. I was telling pile 1, and it's interesting I've had to bring it out again, but it's the same card. So again, I think there could be some messages in pile 1 for you here if that resonates for you. This was actually attached to like a ring when I bought it today in a charity shop, and I went to pick it up to wear for this reading, and it was going to be this like absolutely crazy massive statement ring. It just flew out of my hand onto the floor and broke. The ring that this was attached to, glued to, fell off, and I thought, oh yeah, I'm not going to try and glue that back on. That'll be a nightmare. So I'm just going to keep it like a kind of like an auxiliary crystal for my table. So here we go. Right. Interesting. So number 1, I go deeper into the root of my physical discomforts to learn and heal with this beautiful old lady in the white rose and the full moon. And the raven, or crow. There's definitely some crone energy coming through here. We've got lavender on this card as well. There's old wisdom coming through from your ancestral line. Ancestral healing, I would say, is happening for you and your person at this time. Number 42, I let go of fears that are stored in my soul. So just some soul searching going on. So this is quite a mystical group, I think. Number 31, I have a healthy and stable foundation in my life with these beautiful mountains in the background and some, got another lion here and some sort of deer over there. Then we have number 32, the waters of creativity and sensuality flow within my hara. So very interesting. Strong feminine energy. So it could be the person you're talking about is the divine feminine in the relationship that you're asking about. They might be a woman, they might carry a divine feminine energy, or it could be that they're doing healing for the divine feminine in their family line. So it could be a man, for example, that has a tricky relationship with their mother. Maybe they're healing from a mother that was rejecting or abusive or neglectful in some way, you know, and that's not to say that they were a bad person. You know, lots of people's childhoods aren't ideal, they're not perfect, but it doesn't mean we don't have to heal from the damage that's done. And that can be done by accident, you know, not intentionally. People aren't necessarily intentionally abusive, but that doesn't mean that we got everything we needed. So, and then number 3, my body is a manifestation of my energetic state. So this is very interesting. I kind of feel like you're both doing some ancestral healing, ancestral karmic healing, or maybe you've just finished, because I recorded an energy update for the collective recently, which I'm going to link to above. Now remember, it doesn't matter when you're seeing this, because this is intended as timeless. All my readings are. Even the energy updates are timeless because they're good for when you find them on your path, on your journey. Okay. And that one was about ancestral karma and healing karma for our family lines, for our communities. So I feel there's a connection to that one. So do check that out if that resonates as well. Pop it on your playlist for later while you watch this one. So yes, there's definitely some ancestral themes coming through here, healing for the family line. So again, this could be a relationship or a connection where you are both healing ancestral karma. You are both the healers, the cycle breakers in your families. Maybe you're the truth teller, the scapegoat. Maybe you're the only one trying to do your healing work. Maybe everybody else buries their head in the sand like an ostrich. And you're the only one trying to heal, trying to do better in your life. So, and that could be something you have in common, even if you're not aware of it. I think that's something you have in common. And again, that could be why your relationship is so turbulent, because you've both got so much going on under the surface. You've both got so much spiritual healing that you're both doing. Even if you're not aware of what they're doing and they're not aware of what you're doing, you're both doing it. And that's very heavy duty work. It's taking a toll. And that could be why there could be this turbulent energy in your relationship, you know, especially if you come together and split up a lot, or, you know, if this is an ex and you have split up and it was a very turbulent relationship, that could be one of the reasons why, which could have been quite confusing if you weren't aware of that, or if they weren't aware of what was happening. So it could be that they're consciously doing some healing and counselling. For example, at the moment, I've just seen 4242 on the clock. And we've got card for number 42 here. So number 42 is clearly a very strong connector here for you, 42-6. So it reduces to 6, the number of the heart, the sacred chalice. So ultimately that's what we're doing, but it's the intuition leading the physical world. So it is very much about leading from the intuition in order to heal the heart. And again, that can make you seem a little bit distant. So last time you saw them, they may have seemed a little bit distant, or yeah, like they were going through some stuff. And again, there's a connection to pile 1 here, but let's get some more information for you first. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, so strong soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart connection here. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. It is safe for you to love. Okay, yes. I feel like this person has a lot of fear. I do. And it could be that their friends have been trying to encourage them to get back together with you or to get together with you. It feels like they've been getting advice from somebody, from a friendly ear, whether it's a, a brother, a member of their family, a trusted friend, a counselor even, or some sort of coach, life coach maybe, because they want to know that it's safe to continue or to begin this connection. Yes, just because there is so much healing going on right now. And I think it puts them into an energy that is unfamiliar. And because this energy is new and unfamiliar, they're not sure what the right thing is to do to move forwards. And I feel like they don't want to repeat any negative patterns. I think they're very keen on not repeating any negative patterns in their life right now. Chemistry, yes, but the chemistry with you is incredibly strong, pile 2, as we saw with the sword and rose at the beginning. Very passionate relationship, which may or may not have already got physical. The chemistry is incredibly strong, and I think they're worried that perhaps they're letting that chemistry run away with them and they're not seeing the bigger picture here. So again, they might have been a little bit shy with you, maybe a little bit standoffish. But I think it's only because they are asking those questions and trying to make sure they're not making any mistakes here at the moment. So I do think they have been talking about you to other people just to make sure that they're not doing something stupid, shall we say. Am I doing something stupid? Well, no, you're not, pile 2's person, but I can understand why you might think that. So, okay, I'm going to get out some mermaid oracle cards here, and some of these mermaids are rather scantily clad, so if necessary we will be adding some extra shell clothing on them. So I'm going to look at them off camera to start with, just so YouTube doesn't freak out on us. Okay. All right, I'm going to add little shells on them anyway, just, no, okay, no, that's not going to work. Okay, it looked like she was wearing a Madonna bra. Okay, the one with the pointy, yeah. The future. Okay, shell for this one. There we go. Dreaming. So I think they're literally dreaming about the future. There's a very dreamy energy coming through here. What have we got here? Re-energize. Yes. Let's get another shell. Okay. Awareness. This was actually on the bottom when I was doing pile 1. I didn't bring it out, but I wondered if I should have, but my guide said it was okay because it was running long anyway. Let's get another shell. And contemplation. Yes, yes. You see what I mean? They're really thinking about the future here. They are thinking and dreaming about the future, but they're contemplating things now that they're going through this healing period. And they want to make sure they're not making any mistakes. Okay, so I think they are thinking about the future with you as well. If they've been flat or ill, I think they're starting to get their energy levels back up again. So they may have been feeling bad, they may have been having a difficult time at work, or maybe they've been sick or ill recently and they're having to get their energy levels back up again. They have been working on that. Again, that could make them seem a little bit cold or quiet, perhaps, if they've not been well. So again, if they were a bit quiet or off with you last time you saw them, it could literally be because they weren't very well. Maybe their health has not been in the best state. But I feel like there's this real awareness of the fact that you're their soulmate, and they're contemplating what to do about it. So again, they might have seemed a little bit distant or a bit dreamy last time you saw them, but that's only because they're thinking about the future with you and what they're going to do about it. So I want to say, don't worry too much about this. I think this is a very positive, I'm trying to make sure this is all covered up, a very positive thing for them to be thinking about, because they are considering the future, and I would think that's what you would want them to be doing, unless you're literally only interested in the here and now, in which case, fine. No judgment here. Sport whatever you're into. But it feels like they're doing some serious thinking about you and about the future right now. And I think that's what's taking up their mind and their brain space and their brain power. So it could be that maybe you texted them and you got like a one-word response and you were like, seriously? You just sent me an emoji? That's it. Because they haven't got the brain space to talk properly at the moment, because they've got so much going on behind the scenes. For some of you who are already in a relationship or a serious relationship, they could be considering proposing. you know, they could be thinking about marriage or moving in together or some sort of deep commitment. So again, they may be pulling back from you at the moment for that reason. And I just want you to be aware of that. Okay, so where are we going next? Tarot. I've got our fairy tarot here. Okay. Alrighty. See if I can place these without displacing the shells. This is going to be interesting. Okay. Let's have a look for pile 2. Pile 2's person, thoughts and feelings last time they saw them. A card has thrown itself on the floor. It could be a connection to their car as too, because the word car came out. 3 of Winter. Not the best card, but it's an important one. Oops. What else have we got here? We have the Sun. Yes, we have to get over the heartbreak so that we can have the happy new phase in our life. So yeah, that's good. So I feel they may be getting over something quite difficult in their lives so that they can be with you. 10 of Winter, yes. Letting go of difficulties. It's about resolution, leaving things behind, starting a new cycle. 6 of Autumn. Oh, that's good. I like this one. This is very often financial gain or some sort of windfall coming in with this particular card in this particular deck. For me, that's usually what that means. So they could have been focusing on work or money, or particularly if they're thinking of, you know, solidifying your relationship, making it more formal, you know, marriage, connection, living together. They may have been thinking about their money and how that's going to work. So again, they might have seemed a little bit distant last time they were with you, but I feel that's very strongly on their mind. So I think they were thinking about, how am I going to look after pile 2? How am I going to make sure I can buy them all the presents that I want to get them, and the handbags that they want, and you know, whatever else, and the shoes, and and the meals out, you know, and the holidays we want to go on. Okay. Ego. Yes, we had this card in pile 1 as well. So yes, of course their ego is getting in the way a little bit here. So yeah, some negativity, perhaps some negative thoughts coming in. They may have even expressed some of those negative thoughts to you. So they may have actually appeared to be a little bit negative last time you saw them, just because of the Winter cards we have here and the ego. But their purpose is actually very positive. What they're planning, what they're looking forward to in the future is very positive. But some of the themes they might have been talking about may have seemed a little bit negative, or like they were looking for problems, but they really weren't. It feels like they're in a problem-solving phase at the moment. They're just trying to come in the right way and trying to do things properly. 7 of Autumn. Let's move our last shell. Get one more card with a Queen of Autumn. Yes. Yeah, they see you as a very serious partner and not someone to be trifled with. I really don't think that they would... yeah, they really want to get this right, pile 2. Particularly if you're a woman, you know, you don't have to be embodying the Queen of Autumn energy, but somebody to be taken very seriously. This person respects you. They I don't want to say they have you on a pedestal necessarily, because that can be quite an immature energy, but they look up to you for sure, and they don't want to piss you off. I can say that. And they want to be the person that, you know, that makes your dreams happen, makes your dreams come true. They want to be your hero or heroine. I think that's very important to them, and I think they would like a more balanced connection. They don't want the drama that might have existed in the past, either with you or with other people. They're trying to get beyond that now. And so there is this need to look at things in a very, very practical sense and what changes need to be made. And it is going to happen a little bit slowly with the 7 of Autumn. So they are being strategic, they are planning here. So they may have come across as a little bit cryptic or quiet perhaps last time you saw them. And it's only because there's so much going on in their mind at the moment. Planning for the future. So if anything, they're being quiet because some of you are going to have a nice surprise soon. You know, it could be a proposal, could be a, you know, they could come forward with a suggestion that you move in together. It doesn't have to be a proposal of marriage. It could be a proposal to move in, to get a puppy together, you know, whatever it is, but to take things to the next stage, to the next step. And that's what they're contemplating at the moment. So let's get some of these. All right. Can we have pile 2's person's thoughts and feelings last time they saw them? What were they thinking about? How were they feeling about my pile 2's? Ship, cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progressing and arriving. So again, it may be that they need to cut ties with something or someone from the past. Maybe there's someone in their family that doesn't approve of your connection. Maybe that's partly where the dramas come from. This could be family drama. You know, we had the old lady on the card, so this could be a disapproving parents, or you know, you might be from different religions or cultures, and that could have been one of the big issues in your relationship. Passion, insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. Yes, again, big passion in this connection. I see it. If you have already been physical, I can see that's a big part of this relationship. It's an important part of this relationship as well. With the burning desire, I do want to say, if anything's burning, please go and see a doctor. For some reason that theme came up, so if that's relevant to you, make sure you're getting the help you need. Soulmates, yes, this is definitely a strong soulmate connection, and they are taking this very seriously, and they know that engagement ring. See, what did I say? So for some people here, there's going to be a proposal of marriage coming through. That's what they were thinking about last time they saw you. How do I ask part of you to marry me? You know, it's not customary where I'm from for the woman to ask, or you know, maybe it's a same-sex relationship, or how do I go about doing this? Hammer, sabotage and rebuild, persistent, working on it, repairing. Yes, I feel like they want to repair any issues you had in the past. They are persistent. There's definitely a fire energy coming through here. They want to come through. They want to be happy and healthy choices. Yes, they want to make sure they are making the right healthy choices in their life. They want to be sure, be certain that you are a healthy choice for them. They are a healthy choice for you. This is what I was saying. It's kind of almost like they want a sanity check on their life, for somebody to just go, yeah, of course that's the right person for you. Why are you even asking? Like, well, I just wanted to check I wasn't making a mistake. And that's okay. Sometimes we need to take a step back, or even go traveling to the other side of the world, just to be clear that that's the person we want to be with. And that can give you some real clarity, traveling or being away from somebody for some time. I feel they're trying to take care of themselves as well. Didn't I say in this part that they might be getting over an illness? So again, there could be some health issues coming up that they've had to deal with. So Pile 2's person, thoughts and feelings last time they saw you. Okay, any messages from their higher self right now? Okay. I want to get physical. No shit. Okay, we get that, Pile 2's person. We understand. You don't have to say it again. Confirmation on 44, which is very physical energy. I don't know how I feel. Yes, so there is some doubt here, but only because they're trying to work through their feelings here. So nothing to worry about, but maybe they felt a little bit confused last time they saw you because they're going through this process. I'm feeling sorry for myself. Yeah, so again, they might be feeling a little bit wounded, dealing with some past hurt, or just feeling a bit battered because maybe somebody told them that you shouldn't be together. Maybe someone's berating them. Maybe there is family drama about your connection. Okay, or that there would be, or they're afraid of that. Please wait for me. Yes. I want to say don't rush off, Pile 2. They're coming in. They're coming in. You are my everything. So yes, very deep connection, very beautiful connection. And I choose you. That's lovely. Very nice energy here. I'm liking this pile a lot. I think if you have had problems in the past, they really want to sort that out. They want to fix it. They don't want to have the negative patterns, the drama that may have existed in the past between you. So if they've seemed a little bit quiet or like they've pulled back, I think they're just trying to find solutions to problems that you may have had in the past, Pile 2. So I'm going to clear the board. We're going to do charms, letters and astrology signs now. And as if by magic the table is clear, let's do astrology signs. This could be your sun sign, their sun sign, one of your big three, their big three. It could be an important sign in your synastry, in their chart, yours. So we've got earth and air coming through. We've got double Taurus, so you could both be the same sign. You could both be Taurus or a different sign. We've got Aquarius and we've got Libra energy. I'm going to rethrow one of the Taurus again, so they're insisting. Okay. I tried guys. Okay, You'd be surprised how many times that happens. Actually, when I get a double one, I'll always try and roll one of them again, and very often it turns out to be the same sign, which is hilarious. Right, let's get some letter tiles for my pile twos. A bit of more confirmation here. It doesn't have to be. See if we can get some initials, some names, words that connect you and your person for a bit more confirmation. Okay, what have we got here? We have D. We have T. Maybe they work in design technology. We have A. I want to say Dorchester. We have N. Maybe they work in a tanning salon. W. Dawn. B. I. R. Brianna. Rihanna. D. Diana. Bird. Maybe one of you works with birds. Okay. Maybe it's a name. L. U. E. S. Maybe one of you is from UAE, United Arab Emirates. Another E. I. Maybe you visit there, you have family there. Oh, I've put the I upside down. Isn't that interesting? Because it's I. Maybe one of you is upside down. Maybe one of you is in Australia and the other of you is like, you know, in Europe or America or something. Maybe one of you is from down under. I want to say O. Diesel. L. Maybe one of you likes the brand Diesel, or you have a diesel car that connects you. D. H. Maybe one of you is older than the other. F. And V. I want to say the surname Wild or Wilder. There's a Hispanic connection here as well. One of you could be Spanish, Mexican, South American, Hispanic of some extraction. Sandra, Sandy, Vi, Vera, Tandy, Fiona, Russell, Dee Dee, Sissy. Okay. Let's get some charms for my pile 2. See what other confirmation we can get there. What other messages for my pile 2s? What have we got here? Okay. We have a whale tail to start with. Have a whale of a time. Maybe there's a connection to the sea, to the ocean for you. It's a lovely pink one as well. It's one of my new ones. We have the Tree of Life. Beautiful. So again, that could be about ancestors, ancestral healing, ancestral karma. We have an anchor, so there could be a connection to boats, the navy, the military, or you could literally have to go on a boat to see each other, for example. Maybe you work on boats, merchant navy. Got this lovely, very spiritual, interesting gecko lizard type thing. We have the Eiffel Tower, so a connection to Paris, maybe a connection to the Olympic Games, because that's happening in Paris as I'm filming this. So this person could be an athlete, I want to say. They could be French, or they could be from Paris in America. They could be from Tokyo. Another anchor, a bigger one. So they're emphasizing the nautical theme coming through here. Maybe you live by the coast. Maybe you used to be in the Navy. We've got this Hamza, Hand of Fatima, coming through with protection here. Maybe you need protection at the moment. Maybe somebody is putting the evil eye on you. Maybe it's your family, their family, who disapproves very strongly of this connection. So you may need to do some energy clearing, cleansing, healing and protection at the moment. We've got this little rabbit. He's funny. He's got his little fists up. He's fisticuff, ready for fisticuffs. So yeah, he's ready to fight. So yeah, you may have to fight for this person, for this connection. One of you may have to literally fight for the other one. Hopefully not physically. Hopefully not physical fighting. I do not endorse that. We've got this little fairy sat on a star here. So it feels like a wish upon a star energy, almost like there's almost a naive energy here. Sometimes maybe you ask yourself the question, am I being naive with this person? Because the way I feel about them makes me feel like a child. But I don't think you are, pile 2. We have letter S and we have letter B coming in here as well. Okay, and then we have this very pretty filigree heart. Could be a connection to filigree, Tiffany, 1920s style fashion. Maybe the building you live in is a 1920s building. So some interesting connections there for you, pile 2. I hope that was helpful. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because that really, really helps me. I have got a new offering on my website, which is angelwingsholistics.com, that you can find the details below, where I will draw 6 of these cards, which are my messages from your person oracle for you to get a personalized message for your person. So do check that out if it is of interest. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. You take very, very good care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hello, my pile 3s, and welcome to your reading. You chose the card Karmic Relationship and the Sodalite Heart. Now, Sodalite is a very interesting crystal to me. I gave a piece of Sodalite to my ex-husband when we first got together because he suffered from anxiety and he was very connected to that stone. He always carried it in his pocket, which I didn't realise he really liked it. He wasn't really into that kind of stuff. Anyway, it is wonderful for calming the mind, for helping the higher mind as well, for meditation, and my throat's going as I say that, so let me just so you or this person could have some communication problems. Sorry, I just had to pause to have a bit of a cough there out of nowhere. There could be some issues with blockages on the throat chakra between you, which could be caused by communication problems or not being heard, not feeling heard. Because for some people, we're literally talking about what we would call a karmic soulmate, which is a soulmate that puts you through the ringer, shall we say. These can be very turbulent relationships. They can be very short-lived, very painful. And the karmic relationships, as we talk about them, very often they're the ones that aren't supposed to last as long, or it could be that this is somebody who is in a karmic relationship, or maybe you are, and you want to get together with a proper soulmate right now. So let's see where we're going with this one. My voice is going again. That's going to be a theme. I think we're definitely going to have some throat chakra stuff going on here. I'm going to bring in my big lump of turquoise to help my throat, your person's throat chakra to be more balanced so that we can improve the communication here. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Right, let's get going. Law of positivism. Let's get our cards from here first. We are looking at your person's thoughts and feelings the last time they saw you. So I'll just read on this card. It says resentment and triggers, perception, intensity and letting go, and turmoil and fleeting. So this may not be the easiest energy that you're dealing with at the moment, but let's get a bit more information before we jump to any conclusions here. And remember, if this isn't resonating for you, you can check out another pile or another reading. I've got plenty of them on my channel. This card is making its 3rd outing today. I'm just giving her a bit of a cover up there. Okay, what have we got here then, everyone? Oh, we had that one in pile 2, that one in pile 1 and 2. I'm going to get out an extra one here for some reason. Okay. Oh, and suddenly I'm yawning and super tired. It's past my bedtime. It's actually not, but it feels like it is. Okay. Alrighty. You could have a connection to pile 2 because 2 of these cards came out in pile 2 as well here. So this is number 3. My body is a manifestation of my energetic state. We have number 26. My heart space is abundant and flowing. So 26-8. 32-5. The waters of creativity and sensuality flow within my hara. 12. My mind is clear as a still lake. 5. I listen to the voice of my body and it lets me know exactly what I need. 6. I bless my body with nourishing foods. Just going to pop that on the baby's bottom. There we go. Okay. Wow. There is a theme of self-love here and taking care of the self, which I think is very, very important at the moment. So I want to give that message to you, my pile 3s. Self-care is highlighted here. So if you are in a very difficult, challenging relationship with your person at the moment, or maybe it's come to an end, I want to say, please make sure that you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, your mind, your emotions as best you can. You know, not just for the sake of your manifestation, but to keep you okay as well. And this could be a theme of what this person is doing for themselves at the moment as well. So I'm just going to try and get a bit more information so I know what we're dealing with here, because I'm seeing a couple of different scenarios come up, and I could be talking to both groups of people here, so I'm going to try and talk to both of you guys. But I'm seeing one group where you're actually in a karmic relationship, or in a different, I don't want to call it karmic necessarily because that's not fair. Let's just say a difficult relationship, a turbulent relationship that might feel like a karmic relationship at times. It isn't necessarily. I don't really like labels. Or you could be dealing with somebody who needs to leave a difficult relationship, or maybe you or both of you need to leave a difficult relationship to actually be with each other. But either way, the theme of self-care is very much highlighted here. So it does feel like you or they could be having a difficult time at the moment, could be healing from past hurt, and you must make sure that you're not burning yourself out, that you're not getting too run down, too upset, or anxiety, depression, mental health isn't getting out of hand. Very, very important here, because I did talk about mental health at the beginning of the reading with the Sodalite, and Sodalite is a very helpful card for anxiety, depression. So yes, please make sure you're getting any sort of help that you need. For example, that you're keeping yourself well, that you're taking your meds, you know, or whatever it is that you need to do. Okay, to keep your mind clear and calm. That's definitely a strong theme coming through at the moment, because we talk about the body here. We're talking about the Hara line, so that's the energy body. We're talking about the heart and the mind and the body again. So we're talking about all levels of you here. Pile 3, all levels of you, all levels of your person. So it feels like a lot going on. You may have had some tragic things happen in your life. I got the word tragic specifically coming through there. So maybe you or your person have had a tragedy in your family, maybe a passing, maybe unexpectedly, maybe there's been illness or difficulties. So it does feel like you and they perhaps have not had the easiest time, and that could be what's kept you apart, or it could have caused problems in your relationship. But I'm just going to bring in the Fairy Tarot now, and we're going to start here with the Ace of Summer, which is actually really nice to see, because it indicates that a new romantic beginning is coming. Okay, so whether this is for the first time with you, or if it's a rekindling of an existing relationship, a new romantic beginning is coming, a positive one, a hopeful one, full of optimism for the future. Maybe childlike wonder, you know, it's a gorgeous energy coming through here. Yes, end of difficulties, 10 of Winter. There it is, leaving the difficult past behind, starting a new cycle. And the Dreamer, yes. Now the Dreamer came out, Dreamer of 10 and Winter. I can't remember if that was pile 1 or pile 2, but there could be connections to the other 2 piles here. So if you feel drawn to 1 or 2 or both, please do feel free to watch them, because there may be some messages in there for you. Even if not all of the messages resonate, there could be some very specific snippets in there for you, or you know, initials or something at the end. And now I'm dropping cards because they're jumping out because they want to talk. Okay, we have the 3 of Autumn. We have the 2 of Autumn. I see choices. And we have the 7 of Winter. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, again, it's not the easiest energy. On the bottom of the deck, I've got Ego, which has come out for pile 1 and 2 so far today. So I do feel like everybody's person is stuck a little bit in their head at the moment, stuck a bit in their mind, had some intrusive thoughts, some difficult thoughts, trying to work some things out, trying to work out what the right thing is to do. So it feels to me like pile 3, last time you saw your person, they felt optimistic for the future. They may not have told you, though, because I've got the 7 of Winter. They may have been a little bit deceptive about it. They may have tried to act like everything was okay, or they haven't decided what they want to do about the relationship yet. You know, it might be a crush situation. Maybe you've never been together and they were acting a bit aloof, or business-like if you work together, if you meet each other in a work or a professional context, for example. Maybe they're your local barista. Maybe you're a nurse and you see them come in for, you know, they're a paramedic or something. They might have been acting a little bit super professional, or a little bit distant, or a little bit deceptive about how they feel about you. But I think their feelings here are very obvious. They want this new beginning with you, whether it's a brand new beginning or a new cycle with you. they want things to change, and they feel quite optimistic here. There's a real optimism that comes through in this top level, this top row of cards here. I feel very positive for you, and I think they felt positive, although they might have been acting nonchalant when you saw them. So I just want you to bear that in mind. Acting like they're just going after the bag, going after the money. Maybe they have been focusing on their work, and that's all they could talk about last time you saw them, and you thought, really? I've come all this way and all you can talk about is work and money. And it's not a bad thing. You know, they are working on bringing balance into their life, but it seems like they're very optimistic, very happy about this potential, this romantic potential, or this relationship that they have with you here. I mean, the Ace of Summer, Ace of Cups, very positive. It's a new beginning. My cup runneth over. I think they were very happy to see you last time they saw you. I think seeing you helps them to feel more balanced in themselves, helps to keep them on an even keel. I think when they don't see you very much, they can get out of balance. I think they really need you in some respect, which may or may not be that healthy. I think it is a reasonably healthy thing. I think you really lift their spirits. I think last time they saw you, you lifted their spirits. Yeah, the Lovers. Yeah, this is gorgeous. There's a proper love story here, a proper love affair. I mean, it may literally be an affair at the moment if one of you is still connected to a karmic partner, or both of you are still connected, but you really love each other. It's gorgeous. But again, with the Lovers, there could be a choice to make here, a choice about how you move forwards, if you move forwards. But there's a lot of optimism. I can see they want it to happen. They do. So that's beautiful. Let's bring in some of these oracle cards. Okay. Healing family issues. Yeah, there could be some family drama that needs to be sorted out first. Maybe they've got children with an ex-partner. Passion. Yeah, keep an open mind. I'm feeling a connection to pile 2 here, because we had family drama there, and possibly other people not approving of the relationship. Allow your heart to sing and soul to sing with joy. I feel like this person really does get excited when they see you, really anticipates seeing you, really looks forward to seeing you. I think you really brighten their day, even if it's just a little wave and a hello in the morning or something, somebody that you pass by. Yeah, and I think there is something about your relationship that is different to the ones they've had before, so maybe they have to get their head around that, but maybe that's what makes them optimistic. You could be the first person they've ever really fallen in love with, and they just need to tell you that. They just haven't got quite to that point of having that heart-to-heart conversation. They're not able to be honest with you just yet, because we've got the 7 of Winter, 7 of Swords. But I think they will. I think they're being responsible, or they're trying to be responsible. So if they are connected elsewhere, I think they're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to be responsible. They're trying to go about this in the correct manner, trying to hurt as few hearts as possible, as few people as possible. But they're saying, please keep an open mind. Please wait. I'm coming in with this deep passion, this love for you. But I got some other stuff going on. They may literally have issues with family, maybe illness in the family, or drama in the family, problems in family, with their own children, with their extended family, their parents, brothers, sisters, cousins. You know, it could be one of those big families where stuff's always going down and they're always one that's called in to help. But I feel like you're very special. You're a very special soulmate to them. This card does talk about them being your soulmate. You could be the first person they've ever truly been in love with. Okay, and that might be a little bit of a surprise to them, and that might be why they're a little bit sort of shiny-eyed and optimistic about you at the moment, almost a childlike energy coming through here for some of them, because this might kind of be their first time to have these very grown-up feelings, regardless of how old they are, by the way, regardless of how old they are. They just saw 1:17:17 on the clock, so I want to bring in the energy of number 17, the star. But 17, numerologically speaking, is also the mystic leading the individual. So it's almost like you're this mystical presence, this amazing priestess, priest, creature, gorgeous apparition that just leads them forwards that they can't resist. It's very beautiful energy. So I'm going to get some extra shells to cover up our mermaids' assets, because they are technically covered up, but I don't want YouTube freaking out. So positivity, yes, you make them feel really positive. That's how they felt last time you saw them. They felt really positive, really happy. Contemplation, yes. I think they are thinking about how best to approach this. Oops. Communication, yes. I think they do want to tell you, and they're going to tell you soon. I think you can expect communication from this person soon. If they weren't, because I've got it next to heart conversations, communication, that's very much on their mind. So if they weren't very communicative last time you saw them, I feel it wasn't because they didn't want to be. And I did have the throat chakra blockage showing up at the beginning of this pile. It's not because they didn't want to be, it's because they weren't able to talk to you about it yet. And my throat's actually starting to hurt as I say that, so clearly there's a big throat chakra blockage here for somebody. They really, really, really want to tell you how they feel. Breaking free. Let's get another shell for my girl. There we go. Breaking free. Yes, they may need to literally break free of something before they can be with you. But please trust and believe that they intend to do that, and they intend to do it in the right way. Gentleness, look at that. Yes, this is a very gentle person, regardless of whether they're male or female. You know, if they're embodying the divine masculine, divine feminine energy, doesn't matter, but they are trying to do it the right way. They are trying to be honourable to you, to everybody involved. And I think the last time they saw you, they felt positive. They felt like they really wanted to tell you so many things. They just wanted to spill their guts and just go blah, blah, and tell you everything. But it wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right moment. They didn't feel able to do that. They may have been a little bit deceptive, may have played down how they felt. But I think you are going to find out the truth soon. So let's bring in some more cards here. Pile 3's person's thoughts and feelings last time they saw them, and a card has popped out. We have self-indulgence, which is self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. Yes, they may have even seemed a little bit selfish last time you saw them, okay, or a bit self-absorbed, but I think it's just because they're lost in their thoughts at the moment because they're so excited. So please try not to judge them too harshly, unless we are dealing with someone who is a bit narcissistic, and, you know, use your discernment, please, here, because this is a group reading on YouTube. Okay, love. Yes, this person cares about you. They love you. What was I saying? Ace of Cups. Okay. Mirror. Mirroring each other. Yes, you could actually be mirroring each other at the moment, so pay close attention there. Your thoughts, feelings could be mirroring each other. You could have very strong telepathic connection. I think you do. Thoughts or feelings last time they saw pile 3. Sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, stalking. Yeah, I think they're watching you the whole time. Even if you're not aware of it, they're kind of looking at you. They could be stalking you on social media. They could be sort of watching you from a distance, hopefully not in a stalker way. But yeah, I think they were, maybe they didn't say very much because they were just admiring you the whole time. Maybe they were literally lost for words because of that. So, hammer, sabotage and rebuild, persistent, working on it, repairing. Yes, they may be having to rebuild themselves following a difficult karmic relationship, an engagement ring. So, a teddy bear on the bottom, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanting to date. That's what they want, but they want to go about it in the right way, gently, carefully. This is gorgeous. I'm loving these energies. And they want something serious, a serious commitment with you as well. Okay, so for a good portion of you here, this is somebody who wants something very serious. They want to go about it the right way. They're trying to be careful. They're coming in from slowly, perhaps. I don't think it's possible they haven't told you how they feel, but they definitely have strong feelings. For some of you, that it's already gone as far as love. And I think you're going to know soon because they really want to tell you. They can't keep this in for much longer. Okay, let's get more thoughts and feelings from pile 3's person. You are my everything. Aww. I think you're my soulmate, twin flame. Wow, so they know. They may even have knowledge of things like soulmates. You are so beautiful. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. I need you. Yes, there's a strong need here. It's not just a want or desire. This is a very powerful soul connection that they can't ignore. I don't know what to do, so the situation might be difficult. They might feel as though they don't know what to do. They actually do. And I think we're perfect together. Yes, undeniable, powerful soulmate twin flame connection here. Another card's fallen out, so I'm going to take it. I want to be with you all the time. It's almost like they want to follow you around like a little puppy. which is adorable. Maybe that's what happened last time you saw them. They just kind of followed you around and didn't say very much, and you were thinking, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you saying anything? And maybe they just couldn't because they were just lost for words. Because being in your presence was just so overwhelming for them. But that's adorable. Okay, all right, I'm going to pop these away. We're going to get letter tiles, we're going to get astrology signs and charms to get a bit of confirmation for you that this is your pile, any extra messages that we've got there for you as well. Okay, pile 3, as if by magic my table is clear. I have the astrology dice. Let's go with the signs. This could be your sun sign, one of your big 3, their sun sign, one of their big 3. Big 3, I mean sun, moon or ascendant. Could be an important sign in your synastry in your chart. We have double Scorpios, so you could both be Scorpios or you could both be the same sign. It could be a different sign. We have Aries and we have Virgo. Okay, I'm going to throw one of the Scorpios again, see if a different one wants to come out. Aquarius, so we've got Aquarius energy coming in there as well. Alrighty, let's get you some letter tiles, pile 3. These could be your initials, their name, your name, name of somebody that connects you, or words that connect your relationship. Just a bit of extra confirmation, don't have to be. Okay, we have E, Y, A, V, Oy vey, G, maybe somebody's Jewish or speaks Yiddish, could be from North London. T, R, L, I want to say Trafalgar, so I've got London themes coming through quite strongly here. W, ooh, now, power of now. Maybe they're into the power of now, Eckhart Tolle's work, or mindfulness. Ooh. E. Ooh-wee, that's a song, isn't it? M. What's it called? Makeba. What goes ooh-wee, Makeba. U. N. Let's get a couple more. S. That was another O that I just put away. I. Oh, maybe they like The Sims. Simon. Unison. Maybe they're a member of a Unison's a union in this country, isn't it? It's a union. Maybe they're a member of a union. Maybe they like Russell Brand. I'm seeing the Trues. Who remembers that? Graham, Gwen, Gwyneth. There could be a connection to Wales here as well. Verity, Eve, Yvonne, Tron. Maybe they like the movie Tron. Tuna, Tunisia. Tuna. Okay, maybe they have a cat. Maybe they just really like tuna sandwiches and that's what you see them eating every time you see them. You know, everyone's connection's going to be different, isn't it? It's always fun. Leslie. I keep saying C and I can't get my eyes away from C and seem, so they may not be who they seem to be for someone. Okay. All right, let's get some charms. Let's see what else we can get for you, my pile 3s. Confirmational messages for my pile 3. Okay, we've got some more letters here. We have D and we have A coming out here. So we've got Dave, David. I want to go to Wales again. We have a starfish, some acorns. We have a peach, lovely. We have a dinosaur, somebody could like dinosaurs. We have a pumpkin, it could be a connection to Harvest Festival, to Halloween, Samhain. There could be a little bit witchy as well. One of you could be a little bit witchy. Got a butterfly and moon. Our little fairy looking into her, what's she holding? There we go, her magic ball. Got hearts intertwined here, so yes, this is a beautiful heart connection here. And we have this wonderful gecko that I particularly like, which reminds me of various sacred sites here. So there could be a connection to South America, to sacred sites, to ancient sites, to Incas, to Aztecs. Yes. Somebody's shoelaces may always be loose as well. Okay. I hope that was helpful to you, my pile threes. That's all I have for you today. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That really, really helps me. I have a new offering on my website, which is angelwingedholistics.com. Details are in the description. And where I will use my messages from your person deck. And you can book, and I will pull you 6 of these, and you'll get an individual message from your person. So that's something that you can now order from me. So it's been wonderful to have you here. Thank you so much for joining your energy with mine. You take very, very good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.